What if the most common type of vertigo isn't some random bug, but a straightforward mechanical problem inside your inner ear? A problem that's directly connected to a simple vitamin deficiency?
Now, to really get how a vitamin deficiency could make a room spin, we have to look at this incredible piece of hardware we all have inside our heads that keeps us balanced. Let's call it your inner gyroscope. Okay, so the main culprit here is a condition called BPPV. That stands for benign paroxysmal positional vertigo. I know, it sounds super complicated, but let's break it down. Benign just means it's not life-threatening. Positional means it's triggered by moving your head. And the whole thing happens because these tiny little calcium crystals in your inner ear have broken loose.
The best way to picture this is to think of your inner ear like a super sophisticated biological gyroscope. It's filled with fluid and tiny little sensors that are constantly telling your brain exactly where your head is in space. It's literally the reason you can walk in a straight line without even thinking about it. Pretty amazing.
Okay, so here's the crucial point. Those little calcium crystals are supposed to be there. They're part of the design. They add just the right amount of weight to the sensors in the system. The problem starts when they break loose and drift into the canals where they don't belong. They bump into nerve endings and send these chaotic, false signals to your brain, and that is what triggers that intense, awful spinning.
All right, so we've got a mechanical problem. We know what's happening, but why is it happening? This is where the research gets really interesting and shows this surprising link between what's going on in our ear and what's happening in the rest of our body.
And that is the million-dollar question, right? It's one thing to know the crystals are loose, but why are they becoming unstable to begin with? This is exactly where the nutritional science comes into play.
Well, it turns out those crystals are meant to be locked down by something called calcium-binding proteins. Think of it like glue. And the master regulator, the boss of that glue, is vitamin D3. The research here is just fascinating. It shows a huge number of people who get recurring BPPV are also severely deficient in vitamin D.
But here's the thing. Vitamin D3 doesn't work alone. It's more like the captain of a team. So you've got D3 as the master regulator. Then you have magnesium, which is like the calcium controller. It keeps calcium levels in check. And finally, you've got vitamin K2, which acts as the calcium guide, basically telling calcium, hey, go to the bones, not where you shouldn't be, like in arteries. Okay, so if the problem is both mechanical and nutritional, then it makes sense that the solution needs to address both sides of the coin.